I like him.
Some say they like Snyder's package that cuts back on spending and bureaucracy.
And I'm proud of that package in these very difficult times.
And they really got to concentrate on reviving the industry, and I think that's what his policy is all about.
But not everyone is giving the governor an A for effort.
F.
Why F?
Everything he do is tearing the city down, as far as I'm concerned. Like the schools, our pension, taxes. I'm not pleased with him at all.
I don't like what he's doing to the schools, the way he's transferring stuff around and make us go cold turkey. It's not right. Not all at one time. He's doing too many things at one time.
But you gave him a C minus, so he must be doing something right.
Well, he's addressing the problems for unemployment, make people go out and get jobs.
I don't have money to fix it right now. So I don't know if I have money to keep paying the mortgage, paying the insurance.
Aaron Dion, who's been a Flint area landlord for some 6 years, says he's never seen it so bad. Just last Thursday, right in the middle of the day, thieves started ripping off aluminum siding from one of his homes. The next day, they were back at the same house. Dion says he's wondering if it's time to stop investing in the Flint area.
I keep my properties up, but how many times you get beat down before you say, you know what, I'm done?
The concerns of those like Dion has drawn the attention of the Genesee County Sheriff's Department, which in the past 24 hours announced they are stepping up deterrent action.
Undercover stings, those that are ripping and stealing and buying need to know that law enforcement is going to answer.
Buried inside the stack of complaints, lawsuits, and investigations are multiple allegations of harassment, retaliation, whistleblower violations, and violence in the workplace, all inside Flint City Hall. And each of these complainants claim that Flint's number 2 man, City Administrator Greg Eason, was responsible.
The allegations that were made against me are totally untrue and unfounded.
But in 2 documents, which have not surfaced publicly until now, the Economic Development Department employees also raised serious questions of possible grant fraud in regards to a $1 million federal energy conservation grant, and their complaint suggests the grant wrongdoing was on the part of Eason.
In terms of the energy grant, none of the allegations that have been made are true.
The complaint suggests that Eason had steered several grants to former colleagues, some of whom he eventually hired to work at Flint City Hall. The employees also suggested that Eason was responsible for conflict of interest in relation to the energy grant. The employees' complaint suggests payment was proposed to Mr. Eason in the name of his firm Visions Unlimited Consulting in the amount of $7,725.
The allegations that have been made in energy grant are totally unfounded. This could lead up to a possible prosecution.
Of whom?
Of whoever may be involved. In potential misuse of funds.
You're suggesting that some people who are making allegations about you from other things might themselves be a target of investigation?
I think that is possible in the very near future.
The former employee calls Eason's charges a smokescreen.
Why would he make an allegation like that we're the target of an investigation? I say, bring it on. Bring it on.
That I've talked with about the program stress up front that it is now merely in the working stages.
And for the weekend, the governors pledged to flex their collective muscles stronger than they ever have before. Along the Straits of Mackinac, Cathy Shafran, TV 12 News.
South State Help Risley says the leak, which is now turned into a creek, will just eventually become part of the Maple River.
Number 6 will be on Monday, the day before the election. The primary election is Tuesday, so everyone should remember.
Thanks, Kath.
A Helping Neighbors crew deployed by Consumers Energy arrived at the Rankin Street home of Nina Fisher in Flint, armed with the tools of the trade they call some of the simplest weapons in the war on high energy and water costs.
The kit just has some basic items here, obviously the CFL light bulbs.
Fisher, a single mother of 2, says she's been watching her water and energy bills rise to nearly $500 a month over the 5 years she's lived in the home. She turned to Consumers' Winter Protection Program to ease the payment schedule, but had just assumed this was a budget battle she would have to accept for the long term.
Oh, I thought I just had to deal with it because they increased, so I just rode with the flow. You know, you have to stretch your money out, you know, to pay a little bit here, a little bit there, but in the end, they all get paid.
That was her plan until the Helping Neighbors team arrived.
This bulb gives you 60 watts of light, but it only uses 13 watts of energy.
While on site, the team replaced 10 incandescent light bulbs with fluorescent bulbs, installed a programmable thermostat, inspected and prepared the furnace for a tune-up, insulated the water heater pipes, and changed the faucets throughout the home to lower flow aerators to reduce water usage.
It uses 30% less water, so obviously the less hot water you use, the less gas you're using to heat it up, the more energy you save.
The on-site resources are funded completely by Consumers Energy as part of its comprehensive energy efficiency program. The program's intended to reduce electric consumption in the state by 5.5% by the year 2015.
A programmable thermostat, on average, if used how the program is specified, could save up to $180 in a year.
For Fisher, it's all part of an education that will now have her thinking differently about water and energy costs that she'd always thought she'd have to just accept.
I think totally differently now because I know that there is a way that you can save on your energy and your water.
Are you going to be watching?
Oh yes, most definitely. When the bills come out, I'm going to be looking out.
Tonka, how you doing, buddy? What's wrong with them women up there, huh?
Tonka is Lynn Pollard's 2-year-old white buffalo, the male of the bison species that Pollard is counting on to start breeding this year and start turning a new type of profit for the former landfill owner. As Pollard tells it, his interest in buffalo started shortly after he sold his landfill business, Pollard Disposal, in 1989.
My wife asked me what I wanted for Christmas. I told her a buffalo.
Right off the start, it wasn't all that rosy a picture in the buffalo business.
Cow got out, then the bull got out. I could set a dish of grain down to him and I could rope him. And I did it. But I forgot to tie the other end of the rope to a tree. Down across the field we went.
The 2 original buffalo turned into a passion for Pollard. He has bought and sold many since then. He's had up to 100 at times. And one day while he was shopping for additional buffalo at a sale in Missouri, he saw a white one.
This got me excited again, so I bought her and a bull. And he didn't produce, so one of my other bulls bred her. And the one big one out here with the horns is out of her. That was her 2-year-old, 3-year-old calf.
With 2 white females, Pollard decided a male was needed.
And then I had another sale and seen the bull. He was young, and I bought him. Hopefully we're going to get calves out of him this year.
Pollard's business plan now involves focusing primarily on the white ones.
We hope that's all we have, just the white ones.
Pollard recognizes that for some Native American tribes, like the Lakota Sioux of South Dakota, the birth of a white buffalo is seen as a very spiritual sign. For him, it's a different meaning.
What do you think of when you see him?
Money.